It is a barn owl, beautiful bird. This will hide in the trunk of a tree, in a pine bough during the day. This bird eats a lot of prey. It will eat small fish in the shallows, it will eat frogs, it will eat salamanders, it will eat snakes, it will eat bats, it will eat small birds, it will eat mice, it will eat insects. It will also eat other owls. Saw-whet owls and screech owls. This is what we call, everybody has, I always say in nature, everybody has a job, okay? And everybody has a niche where they fit. And some of these niches overlap. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful bird. Now, I'm just going to walk over here. Don't be afraid. Look at that. It's okay. It's okay. One of the things in working with birds of prey as a falconer, because that's what I am, a falconer, in training birds of prey, the bird should be comfortable with the falconer. As you will watch, the birds actually pay attention to me and they actually keep their focus on me because I'm a familiar object and I'm the object that they see all the time. I'm something they trust because they don't really trust people. It's okay. Okay. Isn't that cool? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Can you get that? Isn't that cool? Look at the head. Oh, it looks around. And this is called a barn owl. There are barn owls around here. Barn owls are pretty cool. Now, who's the largest of the horned owls? And do owls have horns like cows? Who's the largest of the horned owls? The great horn. Now, do they have horns like cows? No. Actually, they have what we call feather tufts that stick up on their head, just like your cockatoo or cockatiel has. Except great horns have a pair. The other owl that has a pair is the screech owl. Screech owls come in 3 color phases: red, gray, and brown, which we call an intermediate. He's watching you. He says, "Wow, look at the girl in the pink. You like her, huh? Isn't she nice?" Yes. You have to really appreciate these birds. Now, I'm going to take out the great horned owl. His name is Mac. Mac is used in the art of falconry. When I say falconry, people think that we only use falcons. We use owls, falcons, hawks, and eagles. In Siberia today, they still hunt with eagles on horseback. They actually hunt wolves. It is an amazing thing. Traditionally, ancient times still continue. So we're going to take, can't touch the birds of prey, that's all I ask. I'm just going to briefly just walk right up here, don't be afraid. Excuse me, can't touch the bird. I'm just going to walk through here.
Oh, so pretty. It really is, isn't it? We never really get to see. Isn't that nice? You can open up that room. It's a beautiful thing. How easy that is.
Gotta leave your coats there.
Now, the great horned owl, we're going to learn something about what we call the sizes of a male to a female. Now, some of the things in nature apply to us. It's kind of stuff. Now, we're going to meet back the great horned owl. She knows where the box is. All right, creature of habit. Oh, we know where the box is, don't we? Come here. Go on, go back in. Go on. Now, great horned owl. Mac is a little different. He's the tiger of the woodlands. You can take this one right off.
Yeah, maybe better.
Go ahead. Now, I've had Mac since he was a little downy chick. And in order to train a great horned owl, you have to imprint it. Because the way their brains, now people say owls are wise. They're not so wise as you think. It takes a long time. Right now, we're going into April. What happened about 3 weeks ago was the great horned owls are the first birds to nest. They were sitting on eggs in March. All those eggs have hatched. Unfortunately, I always tell people that take down trees to be very careful. About 2 weeks ago, somebody had taken a tree down in Cohasset. They did not know there was an owl nest in it until they had taken the main part of the tree out. There were no other trees in the area to remove and put this nest in. If they were babies that hatched, we could probably put them in another tree somewhere else and they would call for the parent. But because there were 2 eggs, there was no guarantee that she would even sit on those eggs that night, on a cold night, and they probably would have died. So I ended up with 2 great horned owl eggs given to me. What was funny was they were so cold that I thought they were dead, till I put them in the incubator, and in 24 hours the next day I have a chick peeking out. Only one of the eggs survived, and we have the chick at home. It's being rehabbed, but it's an imprint because it's imprinted on people. I'm Mother Owl, okay, it knows that. Here's my voice, and it's calling to me and wants to come to me. It's a sad thing. I would rather put the bird back, but it's too late now, so we will use it for education. Matt, my great horned owl, was a baby that young, so he's imprinted to me. So let's take him out. Matt, are you ready to come out? Come on. Come on.
Looks kind of like the other one, doesn't it?
Oh, wow. He says, look at this. A room full of people. Oh, my word. One of the things I want you to notice is how his head turns around. He doesn't turn around. He has 9 more vertebrae in his neck than you do. Think of a turtle's neck. He can pivot his head one way and back the other way. Now, again, these are feathers. And we can stick them right up. Trick or treat. Yeah? Or we can lay them down. I sort of like them up. Okay? Now, oh, you're so silly. Now, nobody else can do that because he ripped your face off. He thinks I'm an owl. It's a strange relationship. Now, being a great horned owl, he is a male. In the birds of prey, the male is a third the size of the female. Females are bigger. Now, in nature, in the great scheme of things, I think this is really amazing. The reason the female chooses a smaller mate is so she can push him around. All right, I just love saying that. Okay? Now, he has to provide the home. Doesn't that sound familiar? Huh? Okay? Actually, after the eggs hatch, she sits on the eggs. After they hatch, she will man them. She will protect the nest, by the way. Doesn't that sound familiar? His duty is to go out to get food and bring it back to feed the brood. It's a relationship, and it's a beautiful relationship. If one partner does perish, the other partner will take on all the duties. There was a great article on an osprey that a reporter had written in Florida, and I read the article. He observed a pair of ospreys feeding their young. The female sat there with the young that just hatched, and the dad would go out every day and get fish. And at one time, he just looked at her, and he had caught this beautiful fish, and he looked at them, and the babies are calling, and she's calling like, come on, bring the fish home, honey. And he just looked at that, and he says, I'm so hungry, the heck with you. He went off on a buoy and started eating the fish, and she's screaming and hollering at him, and he was just enjoying that because he says, I'm hungry, I've done enough fishing for the family. But you really have to appreciate these birds. This is the tiger of the woodlands. This bird ranges from southern Alaska through Canada, North America, Central America, and South America, and it's not migratory. This bird, like all owls, cannot smell, but his favorite food is skunk. Yes. He does not know what a skunk smells like, but he does know a skunk tastes pretty good. Now look at